there's a not so hidden gem on the Concept2 rowing machine, which I think will really help you. If you didn't know about it, it's the fish game, right? So whether you are the kind of person who sits on the rowing machine, you've got a big workout ahead and you want to do some kind of a warm-up, or you're the kind of person who sits on the rowing machine and you hate cardio and you're only doing it either before or after a weights workout, or maybe you're like me and you go to a HYROX race and you want to use the rowing machine to get your body moving first before you then go onto the treadmill or push sleds and all that kind of stuff, then the fish game is actually perfect. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one is that there is actually this element of stroke rate and power that you have to kind of alternate and change, and as you go through this and you're trying to catch the fish or you're trying to avoid the sharks and things, you have to like vary what you're doing. And so what that then means is that you're not being sloppy on the rowing machine. You're thinking about what you're doing. You're thinking about putting in the power. You're really trying to kind of work out what you're doing here rather than just flapping up and down the machine for a few minutes and then not really doing that much good for you, because you want to use this machine in the best way possible. Like all those folks that are out there doing weights, if you saw somebody doing a bad deadlift, whether you'd say anything to them or not, you'd still be thinking, that's a shame, that person's not going to be getting the value out of that deadlift that they really want to. And it's the same when I see people flapping up and down on a rowing machine, whether it's in the gym or in HYROX, I kind of think you could just be doing so much better. And so the fish game, because it gives you things to do, because you're having to vary stuff and it's not just about looking at numbers, the fish game is actually perfect. Okay, so I've been showing it on screen while I've been talking, but just in case you didn't know how to get to it, right? So you press menu if your monitor's not already on, and then you go to more options. And then you'll see on my machine anyway, third down is games, and then at the top you get fish games. So you just press that. Now darts and target training are both a lot of fun to play as well, but there's a little bit more in terms of control for your stroke, making sure that you're keeping the same stroke rate and you've got the same kind of power profile. So those two are a tiny little bit more about rowing than they are about kind of just moving, whereas the fish game is about kind of how you're putting the power into the machine. And you can use this time to actually kind of investigate your own stroke. You can say, right, I'm trying to put power in here. What's the difference between pushing with my legs or pulling with my arms? Whether I get more power, how does my body react and things. So the fish game is actually a really good way over the course of 4 minutes to not only help you warm up, but it will refine your rowing stroke as well, as long as you put the concentration, touch my cheeks instead of my head there, as long as you put the concentration into it when you're doing. So basically, anytime you sit down on a rowing machine, you should be thinking about it. You should be active and kind of think, right, I'm using this for the right purpose. But the fish game, that will help you get there. And trust me, if you use the 4-minute fish game in HYROX to get your body kind of up and ready before you do the rest of your workout, it is going to help you, or at least it's not going to hurt. So while you're waiting to get on the treadmill because they're all busy, sit on the rowing machine, do your 4-minute fish game, and then go and do the rest of your workout, all right? Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what kind of score you get on the fish game. I'll post below what my most recent one is when I get a chance to do one. And please check out all the other videos I've got up here on the channel. There's loads of them, either rowing workouts or reviews or me talking HYROX and stuff. But until one of them, please look after yourselves. Row well, be well. Bye-bye.